All right, what's up, guys? How's it going? Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Good morning. Appreciate everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. I appreciate it. Usually I'll just get into the spiel, then I'm told I'm muted or something. So please let me know if I'm through clearly. I greatly appreciate it. All right. What is up? How's it going? Welcome. Let's get the shades on. It's a bright day over here in LA. Appreciate everybody. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful to the best community tuning on in. El Prey in the house. Silver Days in the house. My JR in the house. Jeffrey Mix in the house. Mo Zerps in the house. AM Wood in the house. Good to see you. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers helping us grow and get to 6K as quickly as possible. Thanks to any new members to the channel. Once again, signing up as a member allows you to ask as many questions as you like. It helps us out tremendously. It helps us grow. It helps us keep doing what we're doing here. It helps shine light in the shadow band that is this channel. Also, if you're not a member, it's 99 cents to ask a question, at least, of a super chat. So if you guys have any questions and you're not a green giant, 99 cents per question as well. I appreciate you all. It's a new thing we're doing here for 2026 to help us grow, to help us keep doing what we're doing here, to help me quit one of my jobs, man. I work multiple jobs out here. I go through the struggle. I live a minimalist lifestyle, kind of getting over it at this point. So want to start booming if we can in any which way that we can. And start moving forward and start growing. How's it going, PF? Appreciate you jumping in. Soul of Hefe in the house. Mo Zerps in the house. Guys, we got some interesting news. We got some gains in the past 24 hours. Got some gains in the past 7 days for certain cryptos that were in the deep reds. We got some news. Give me a sec. Got something stuck in my tooth. All right, got some gains in the past 24 hours. Got some gains in the past 7 days. Got some news to be sharing with y'all, man. The smart invasion has continued, guys. We have been talking about this way ahead of the game, right? Talking about get used to hearing the word smart attached to a lot of things. Obviously, we already have smart contracts. We're going to have smart NFTs with Block V. Now we got smart bricks from Legos. We're going to be jumping into some more news here. We also have deep reds, some leftover deep reds or values that are still available. Some of them have started running in the past 24 hours or so, or in the past days, but they're still down considerably in the past year. So we got to keep an eye out for these but amazing deep red opportunities that are out there, you guys. Shout out to the Blue Foundation. Shout out to the Green Giants today. Shout out to the Deep Red Alliance. Once again, how about we just start off, give another chance for some more people to jump on in here. Let me lose in a game of pool here really quick as we start out the chat. Start off, give some time for some more people to jump on in before we jump into some news, jump into some gains, jump into some deep reds. Pre-programmable smart tokens. Exactly. There you go. There you go, AM Wood. It's all about the smart, right? Finding the things that are attached with smart, man. That's going to probably be, it's already being the next thing. We have like 4 or 5 different smart things to talk about today, which is hilarious, right? But anyways, let's get this going. Bam. Let's get a good break. Let's see what else we can get. Let's see if we got any in. I doubt it. Looks like the computer's going next. Computer going for the... Oh, computer missing out on the easy hit right here. All right. Where are we going from here? Where are we going? Let me see what are my options. I got the... You know what? I got this one right here. Why not? There we go. All right. Start going here. All right. What's another one that we got? Can we hit this one? Is this one is that a stripe? No, that's not a stripe. I think we're going for stripes here. So, all right. Come on now. Work with me. There we go. All right, we're going to go for it here. Ah, damn. A little bit off. But shout out to everybody jumping on in, guys. We're just giving a little bit more time for more Blue Foundation members to jump on in before we start getting into the news. Don't want to repeat myself too much today. So we'll start doing this a little bit at the beginnings just to give more people time to jump on in. Ask any questions they may have. Load up the questions in the chat there, you guys. All right. Let's see if we can get this in the hole right here on the side pocket right here. There we go. Oh, but right in the corner. Come on. What are the chances? All right. Okay, this is where the freaking AI just starts taking over. All right, there we go. Dude, I can't believe that AI cleaned up so well yesterday. He freaking cleaned house 4 in a row. 4 in a row. 4 shots in a row, this freaking guy. Can't let the computers win, man. All right, let's get that angle right here. I think that's good. Oh, come on. You kidding me? Oh, we got one in, though. Got one in. That's good. That's all I need. All right. What else are we getting here? All right. We got to get this guy. Let's see if we can get this corner pocket hit right here. Oh, come on, man. Too much strength, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was angled correctly there. All right. Come on, we got to clean up this game fast. We need to get into the show here. Too focused on beating this computer right now. My gosh, I might have to just exit this game. What the heck kind of hit was that? That guy just gave me a free hit. All right. He's like taunting me right now. AI is taunting me, guys. I'm going to go for both of these here. Just spread them out. Just get it messy. Dang, we got too many golf. Okay, we got too many. Our game to be a little bit faster, so we're going to end it here. All right. Everybody jumping on in. Once again, thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new viewers, and I appreciate the support. As always, guys, helping us grow. Let's jump into some news right now. So in the new, let's jump into the past gains, right? So the past gains, cryptos in the past 24 hours, past 7 days, percentages, 3 of them sticking out right now. SGB going up 25% in the past 7 days, 17% in the past 24 hours for Songbird. Very, very exciting. Dude, this thing was in our deep reds. We were talking about the value of Songbird and the value of FLR, right? The value of Songbird and FLR looking tremendous. Still, SGB still in the 002s, but it started to move on up 25% in the past 7 days, 17% in the past 24 hours. We got XYO at 32% gains in the past 7 days, 14% gains in the past 24 hours. We were talking about this OG DPIN project. That's an X crypto. That's a USA crypto, right? Can't forget that one. We got XPL Plasma at 33% gains in the past 7 days, doing some things in the past 24 hours as well. But XPL Plasma now working its way up. It was at what, 15 cents? Now working its way up to 17. Good to see XPL start to make some gains as we jump in. So once again, the big gains in the past week, SGB, XYO, and XPL, 25% for SGB, XYO, 32%, and XPL, 33%. So the Ember app says I have an unfinished blackjack game. That's pretty interesting, PF. Once again, dude, I guess Ember app did an upgrade. They removed the predictions. They removed the predictions tab, dude. That's literally my favorite thing and one of my favorite things for the Ember app strategy. By the way, thanks for hitting start earning Bitcoin on your Ember app. Unfortunately, they don't have the predictions anymore, man. I guess people were gaming it like myself, too well. And they were like, okay, we got to get rid of this. We're paying out too many Satoshis to peeps. People are figuring it out. Right. But yeah, I hear you, man. So now they just have little player versus player games, which is good. It's legit. But the AI is still like, I don't know. I don't like that the AI is the one dealing out the cards and everything like that. It is what it is. But, you could try to take your chances with those games, but those are definitely a little bit more risky. So I just been hitting start earning Bitcoin and just cranking out passive Satoshis. That's what I just keep going. Snagged more XPX, still in DCA territory at triple zeros. Dude, Nathan, what a freaking tiger you are, man. Pouncing on the opportunities right there. 0002. This is in our deep red still. This is in our deep reds. It's the deep red of 2025, without a doubt. Also, not being a Pekka hat or anything, but I doubt your viewers want to watch you play the game. Just saying, hopefully you don't get mad at me for saying that. No, dude, it's all good. I just want to give time. I don't like repeating myself, 4 times in the hour, right? Because viewers jump in randomly. So, we're going to have like a little bit of a thing in the beginning and a little bit of a thing at the end. Whether some viewers like it or not, we do what we want to do and how we do it. And, I'd rather give time for more viewers to jump on in. We have a committed viewership here. There are people who are willing to watch me play a pool game for about 5 minutes, right? Just so they can hear the deep reds, just so they can hear the news that we're talking about, just so they can hear the perspective the rest of the way that we go, right? I understand if some of y'all or, some viewers don't like it. It is what it is. This is how we're going to go about it. I want to give opportunities for as many people to jump into this stream so I don't have to repeat myself 4 or 5 or 10 times. This actually saves you guys some questions, right? Since we're doing 99 cents per question, let's say I talk about Wormhole, or I'll talk about XPL or whatever type of digital asset, and I'll talk about it. Somebody comes in late during the stream. Hey, what do you think about this digital asset, right? I'm actually saving you guys money on the questions for not having to ask me again for crypto that I just talked about earlier in the stream, right? So that, we're going to go about it. We're going to give it a try. Hey, we maybe lose some viewers, we maybe gain some viewers, but this is the new format that we want to try out, just to give some people time to really join in for the meat of the stream. And so I don't have to repeat myself too much, man. I end up repeating myself at least 4 or 5 times on all these different subjects that we're talking about. So if I can limit that to at least 2 to 3 times, I'll take it, right? And we have a committed community here, right? They're down to just hear me freaking try to see me beat a computer for 5 minutes on a pool game, right? Just so they can hear me drop those deep reds, drop the perspective, I'm not trying to inflate my own ego here. I'm not trying to inflate dude, we're not even that big, right? We're 5,000 subscribers is nothing. I'm working multiple jobs out here. I'm humbled as hell. I live a life of gratitude. So I'm grateful for everybody's patience who's willing to sit in, but this is the format that I want to go with, to give time for viewers who are, maybe see the stream, but then they, not everybody jumps right away at the beginnings of these streams, right? So I want to give time for more Blue Foundation to jump in and tune in and be able to, make the quality of the chat even better. Hell, you guys can talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing that if you guys don't like it that much, right? But I appreciate the perspective, and I'm not mad at you for saying that. I'm not mad. I do understand what you're saying, and hey, maybe some streams we just don't start right away because we're starting off so hot. But for now, I want to try to give some time for the Blue Foundation to jump on in, get the usual suspects jumping on in so they don't feel like they missed out on anything and they don't have to, ask me questions about stuff that I've already talked about. But I hear it. I hear you. I appreciate it. Hey, any critique is good critique, man. Absolutely. I'd sit in your living room and chat. I'd gladly watch a game for a minute. Gee, put me on some gems. There we go, Nathan. What's up, man? Is it the green logo, Ember app? Yes, it is a green logo with an E. Never thought of a milli. If it does, it does. There we go. Shout out to everyone. Oh, if you get a milli XPX, man, I mean, dude, it's $280, $288 right now for $1 million. That's a lot though. That's over investing in my opinion. Like if I just had, if I threw in $288 today, to me, that's way more than I can afford to lose, and just in my type of lifestyle and the type, I'm just picking coffee, picking bits of coffee. So if coffee money could get me eventually to $1 million, that would be amazing. How many days would that be? That would be about, if I threw $10 at a time, that'd be close to about a whole month of just $10 every day at XPX, right? And if I can get $1 million, then that's amazing. Hell, dude, hopefully we can stake this thing. This is a delegated proof of stake, freaking crypto. So when's the staking going to come? I'm very excited. I mean, you have to jump through a lot of hoops to do like, the developer type of staking, right? But I can't wait till you can stake on that MX wallet and really earn some passive income on top of your big star right there. It's 1/9,000th of an all XPX. I know, it's freaking nuts. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Who would have thought 9 billion supply they would give us this opportunity, right? They know people are going to be cashing out on the way up. They're probably not worried about that. They just want to limit the amount of exposure that this token has to the public, and they're doing a great job by making people jump through hoops, by making them go through either MXE, Decent, or Pancake Swap to get XPX, right? It's a smart move. Right? They do it with a lot of these cryptos. They want to keep them hush hush. They want to keep them quiet. They want to keep limited listings. They want to keep the perspective in the other direction, have you chasing other, tokens that are the flashy new things, or getting public displays of affection or public announcements, if you know what I'm saying, right? Having their spammed all over X, right? So it's still working in their favor. I'm excited to see what the journey is going to be, man. I'm going to enjoy XPX right now, the hidden sun, right? Until, we start going into the real new year, the Chinese New Year, and the annular solar eclipse afterwards. Excited to see what XPX is going to do for the rest of 2026 after February. Gee, come on, I'm with you on the coffee game, but don't you sometimes get the feeling that makes you stretch out a little bit? Dude, if sometimes I do stretch out because maybe I pick too many different cryptos, but at the same time, man, I'm not going to underestimate where we're at in this market, right? I see this market maybe bigger than most, right? Like, and I'm not trying to say that I see it bigger than you do, man. I'm just like not going to underestimate the power of what $5 to $10 can do in a crypto investment. There was times where you could have gotten a whole Bitcoin, right? Yeah, you got to wait years. You got to wait multiple years. But if we're treating this like the new stock market, we're treating this like the new era, and we're not even in the official utility era of this digital asset space. We're literally investing in infrastructure before the infrastructure is actually being utilized, right? So I think having whole numbers of this before realizing how important the utility of this is going to be to our daily life. Once again, I need tokens. I need tokens to eat, right? I do not want to be the person who is saying I need tokens to eat. So I'll pick in my Tradle portfolio. I'm kind of done building up the Tradle portfolio for now. I bought so many deep reds over the summer, right? That right now I'm freaking just accumulating the blue chip cryptos, the X cryptos, the DREC Alliance cryptos. We've narrowed our focus to about, let me see, we got the six X's, right? Maybe 7 X's if you want to throw XCN in there, right? Shout out to Crypto Warbird for shouting out XCN. Gotta love the Onyx coin, the BlackRock coin, right? Gotta love it. Block V totally rebranding, new tokens happening Q1. No way. No way. New tokens to be handed out? Yeesh. I don't know about that. So wait, are they going to be doing an airdrop of the new tokens to the previous token holders? This could be a good thing, but it could also be, I don't know what to think of that, man. I don't know what to think of that. What do we think about Block V rebranding in Q1 coming up, right? It's moving off of its layer 1 to become an ETH layer 2 again? Wasn't it like going to, didn't it go from a layer 2 to layer 1 and now it's going back to layer 2 again? Nathan, the whole ecosystem, G. So a whole ecosystem of tokens. It's on their website. 3 tokens, I believe. Oh my gosh. What the heck are they doing? I got to research this. I don't want to be fudding it right away. I don't like it when rebrands happen though, man. Unless you got partners that are saying, hey, we need this to happen. You need to do this rebrand, right? Yeah, it would be a bullish rebrand if it was vis-a-vis. Yeah. Yes, Lark Macy, exactly, my dude. It would be a very bullish rebrand if it was like that. I can't believe it, dude. Block V, man. You're already doing smart objects, right? Or smart NFTs. You got the smart thing going on. You were already ahead of the game with the smart stuff, right? Why are you doing a rebrand? Unless you got partners who require it to be this way, right? I got it. Yeah, complete explanation on their website. You believe it's a good rebrand. It's huge. Okay, that's great. That's good to see. Okay, so I'll get the full explanation. We'll find out if it's an airdrop to Block V holders. I'm sure Crypto Canvas is through the roof about this. Super excited and stoked. Got to check it out. Got to see what's going on. I mean, you just got to, as long as they're doing an airdrop to holders, then that's fine, right? As long as it's not just like a complete, like, hey, we're going to just be changing it all up, right? Hopefully they're still sticking with the original vision. Bigger than big, as Crypto Canvas says. There we go. I'm 50, another ETH layer 2. Sheesh. Hey, man. Hey, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I got to do the research first before I start making any critique, but that's good to know. I appreciate the information there. This is why we love the Blue Foundation. Guys, thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. I'm grateful to any new members. Let's get into some news, right? Speaking of smart stuff, we'll start off with, first off, Morgan Stanley, BTC ETF, and a Solana Trust just launched, right? So Morgan Stanley getting into the ETF games. Great to see more banks starting to provide ETFs for BTC, and probably more to come from Morgan Stanley, but choosing BTC ETF and Solana, right? This is big, right? Have we mooned yet? What's up, RPM? Good to see you. Good to see you, bloke. How we doing over there across the pond? Do we have our tea and cigars? Did we have our tea and crumpets? Did we have a scone today? Did we enjoy our little bread treat with our tea, right? Or did we skip the tea and the scone to buy some deep reds? Certainly hope we did, right? We go into smart play platform. We talked about this yesterday, right? Lego releasing smart bricks, but not only smart bricks. They are going to be releasing, as part of their smart play platform, smart bricks, smart tags, and smart, what is it? Figurines, smart mini figurines, right? So now these things can project sound, give you information, do lights, right, to enhance the builds of these makers. The first one that's going to be embracing the smart brick technology, or the smart play platform, right, is going to be Star Wars. And that is going to be coming out here oh, shout out to Lock Macy. I don't know if it was the English accent that made you want to become a tiny green giant, but congratulations, my man. It's good to see your interledger egg. That interledger egg, the longer that you're a green giant, will start to hatch, and it will start to bear green giants, growing and expanding and maturing right before your very eyes, month by month. Feel free to ask any questions, my mate, right? Appreciate you for the donation. Appreciate the kindness. And now you can ask as many questions as you want now that you're a green giant, my man. I appreciate it. Hey, G, how much hearts am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm on pizza, Jack Daniels, and weed today, my man. Okay, have a good slice of your bread, cheese, and pepperoni. Unless you're a crazy son of a bitch who likes to have pineapple with his pizza. I'm one of those crazy sons of bitches. I like pineapple, pepperoni, bacon, and green peppers. Yes, that's how we roll. I do like a good veggie pizza every once in a while. Not too often, right? Just getting the works, all the veggies on it, right? Maybe a half and half pizza with pepperoni and some veggies on the side there, right? I've come around to having anchovies on my pizza. Yes, I know I sound freaking crazy, right? Meat feast pizza. There you go. Just all the meats, pepperoni, sausage, right? Canadian bacon, all of it. I am English. Maybe it was the accent. Just wanted to support your work. I appreciate it, Lock Macy. Thanks for becoming a green giant. Can we celebrate green giants? Can we welcome Lock Macy to the chat? So then we have smart play platform Legos, right? Smart bricks, smart tags. Get used to just continue to hear smart attached to everything. This is the new way of saying it's AI enabled, right? We've talked about this before this was even launched, right? Just to get used to hearing the term smart attached to everything in daily life, or in objects, or in products that are being sold. Smart technology, right? So getting used to that, right? Give me 1 second. Let me close this window. Then we move on to AMD. AMD now releasing AI PC processors, right? What is AMD going to do with an AI PC processors? Now your whole PC has AI on top of it. It increases the speed of multitasking and increases the speed of fast content creation. These are their focus, guys. We have been talking about this as well, right? As a community here, they want you to be a content creator in the future. Those are going to be one of the only jobs that are left over, right? AI is going to take all of your other jobs, all the unnecessary jobs. You're going to be forced to become a content creator. You're going to be forced to be plugged in all the time. You're going to be forced to be playing in the metaverse for tokens, right? So now we have AMD PC processors. Get ready for a lot of the other PCs to be doing this, to just meet up with the competition, right? Fast multitasking. So that means fast AI work that can do for you. AI agents, right? And getting ready for AI agents, getting ready for fast content creation, right? You know, it'll make content creators want to create the content because it'll be easier than ever before. It will just be maybe even as simple as recording your video, right? And then having the AI run through as many filters as you like to make sure, and edits of your video to make sure you have the best version of your video, right, possible. Then we go to Vocci, VOCCI, AI smart rings, right? We have AI smart rings now. Can you believe this? What were we talking about? Get used to hearing smart attached to everything. AI smart rings that can record and transcribe meetings, right? Your public meetings, your work meetings, right? It can record and transcribe what your interactions are, right? Get ready. You got to be wary of somebody who's wearing these rings, right? And if you're talking to them, they're like, hey, I heard you saying such and so this, such and so that, right? It being used against you, right? What happened to those huge Cerebrus chips? My smart briefs, exactly. Having smart underwear, right? That loosens up and tightens based on your mood. Hell, maybe your smart briefs being able to pleasure you if you so desire. All right, guys. Oh man, so fun. I wish I did grow up in London, man. A little part of maybe in my past life I was in there. I was over there. Good times though. Good times. But yeah, can you believe it? Vocci AI smart rings, AI PC processors. AI is taking over, guys. They say alien invasion. What's the abbreviation of alien invasion? AI, right? AI is just going to be all over the place. Smart machines everywhere, nanotech everywhere, smart sensors everywhere, right? Drones everywhere, surveillance everywhere, cybersecurity at utmost importance. You're either contributing to the whole or you're, a detriment to the whole, right? You'll be penalized for being a good or for being a bad citizen and rewarded for being a good citizen, right? Maybe given extra tokens for how good you are contributing to the earth, to the planet, how eco-friendly you are, how efficient you are at work, right? How healthy you are, being rewarded for your health, penalized for your bad health, right? Insane what world this is building out to, guys. Now we can go into some of the deep reds, guys. That's the news section of the day. We'll go back over it near the end of the stream here. Smart briefs keep me centered. Without a doubt, AM would. We go to some deep reds. We still got XX Network at a penny here, you guys. Cannot emphasize enough how big XX Network is. The only digital asset and platform that meshes metadata. Not only the data, but the metadata. It gives you complete privacy and ownership of your data. These tokens, XX, we know the symbolism of what XX is, right? Working with BIS, working with the Swiss National Bank, right, on privacy-focused CBDCs. CBDCs aren't even here yet, you guys. This is why I keep talking about these. Cryptos are made for a world that isn't even here yet, right? But they're already being tested with CBDCs. CBDCs are going to be massive. right? Central bank digital currencies will be big. And if the US doesn't want to do it because the current administration has said that we won't do it, right? We're going to find another alternative, and it's going to have to be interoperable with these CBDCs, right? So if we're going to be doing interoperable, if CBDCs are going to still happen and, the US doesn't decide to do it, you're still going to have to be interoperable with it. CBDCs are going to be so big because they're going to allow for, commerce to happen like never seen before, right? You'll be able to make transactions in other countries of items in other countries. You'll be able to exchange your fiat, whatever your local fiat is, have it converted to their local fiat. Everything that these merchants in these countries will be accepting is going to be the CBDC, right? You can use whatever you want to pay with. It will be converted into the local CBDC. The merchants, remember, regulators will enforce this on businesses, on merchants, that yes, you can accept crypto, you can accept any form of payment, but it must be converted to our CBDC. It must be converted. Countries will become more it'll be more efficient now when they have strong national currencies. The nationalism of these countries will increase. There will be benefits to CBDCs outside of obviously, being surveilled for every transaction that you're doing, but we're going to demand that anyway, right? We're going to see no choice in the matter, right? Because there's going to be a cyber event that happens, and we're going to be demanding cybersecurity like none other. And cybersecurity is going to come with CBDCs, right? I was doing some EMBER DAO tasks, and then I got a warning that if I did something again, I'd be kicked out, and that particular program couldn't find out what I did. Just dropped the EMBER DAO. Interesting, Nathan. Yeah, you got to love the restrictions that AI gives you, right? You got to love the restrictions, right? Insane, man. Insane. We have Osmosis Zone still at 5 cents. This Cosmos ecosystem is still undervalued, you guys. It has gone down so bad that prices around these ranges, even though it's been making gains in the past 7 days, past 24 hours, we might as well just start waiting for when the deep reds happen again, right? And just start enjoying the benefits of the greens, or however many greens come. We have options now. We can cash out. We could just enjoy the ride, right? But deep reds will come back around again, right? Deep sell-offs will happen again, whether it's, tomorrow, the next week, the next month, the next year. We'll be there. We're building up ammunition at this point. We're running out of deep reds to talk about, right? Even though I got a good list of them here, some of them have already been making percentage gains. But Osmosis Zone, sure, it's been making some gains. It's still down big time on the year, right? So Osmosis Zone at 5 cents. The DEX, the premier DEX of the Cosmos ecosystem, looking good right here. Then we have W Wormhole. Dude, I've been liking W more and more, and we're getting close to 4 cents for W right now. It's been at 3 cents for a long time, negative 80% down still on the year. W Wormhole being utilized by Securitize in a big way. Hyperliquid just now being involved with it as well. So good to see W just building more and more connections to W. I'm very excited about to see what a bull cycle is going to do for this digital asset. I think it's about a 10 billion supply at 3 cents right now. Need a new triple O. Yeah, we got triple zeros. We got 2 triple zeros right now that are amazing, right? XPX is a triple zero and Aqua is the triple zero. I don't want to look. I mean, there's probably some other triple zeros that are out there, right? But right now, the focus is XPX and Aqua as the premier triple zero cryptos. Those are the deep red triple zeros, in my opinion, right? Then we have Rose at a penny, negative 80+% down. Still got blue roses on the blue castle here, man. Stacking up blue roses while it's at a penny. Pretty easy to get 100, right? Somewhat easy to get 1,000, and then very difficult to kind of get 10,000, right? And even more difficult to get 100,000, and good luck getting 1 million of these. But Rose at a penny, negative 80% down. We could stake it on the Rose wallet, build up staking rewards, wait for this thing to start launching, start to go to 5 cents, 10 cents. And then we have freaking some options here of what we want to do with our rewards. We can cash out those rewards, get our initial back, right? That's going to be the beautiful thing, man, is when we cash out the rewards for our initial back and still have the digital assets that are staking with all of these cryptos, not only Rose, with Osmosis Zone, with Tezos, with EGLD, with Corium, with DAG, with all of these digital assets, man. Putting them to work right now while they're in the deep reds before this bull cycle starts kicking off, man. This is going to be a major benefit for us because then we just have to cash out the rewards and then we still have some cryptos freaking cranking out passive income for us, right? We move on. Guys, appreciate the 16 viewers and the 13 likes. And thanks for hitting the like. Thanks to any new members. Thanks to any new subscribers. Kind of a bummer that we have such a little viewing to start the day. But hey, man, I'm grateful for whatever we can get. Hey, we're doing a new system. Maybe 2 streams a day. Maybe people don't want that much G. Maybe they don't want that much G, and maybe they don't want that much interaction with the community and the Blue Foundation. But we'll just keep doing what we're doing here. YouTube is going to always try to downplay us and try to limit our exposure. But I appreciate those who are able to make it in here and help us keep doing what we're doing. Trying to just find a way, guys. Just trying to find a way. If we just only keep getting 14 viewers per stream, maybe we go back to 1 a day streams because we get more viewership, we get more likes that way. But I do want to try to do 2 streams a day and try to make it happen for y'all. We're going to do a stream later today as well. We'll do it at around like 4:30 p.m. PST. So, hopefully you guys are tuning in for that. Hopefully it's not just 5 viewers that jump in for that one. But anyways, we got a pack at 007. Hashpack, the premier wallet for the HBAR ecosystem. 1 billion supply, man. We could do damage to the 1 billion supply at pack. And this thing can provide decentralized recovery for its connections with the HBAR ecosystem. Right? We got EGLD at $6.44. EGLD Multiverse X. 29 million supply, 26 million supply, somewhere around there. EGLD, very small supply, high throughput, high compute, very unique forms of consensus, eco-friendly, can provide decentralized recovery. It's part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. I'm excited to see where EGLD is going to go. We had opportunities to buy cheap EGLD at around 574. Now it's at 644. Excited to see EGLD finally making a little bit of gains if we were buying those deep reds at around $5. We got Sand. Sand we talked about at 11 cents, now up to 12 cents. Sand I'm really big on. Very excited for Sand in the NFT race, especially in the gaming NFT race, allowing for interoperable gaming NFTs. Sand, this is blue sand that we're talking about, man. This is a blue crypto. This is a crypto that has pretty big connections with real gaming giant companies, right? True utility right here at 12 cents with what, a 4 billion supply or something like that, or close to 10 billion supply. We could be doing damage, right, to some of this. And this is pretty bullish for Sand for it being such a high price. With the multiple billion market cap, in my opinion. So Sand at 12 cents, not looking too bad. I like accumulating some blue sand, getting ready for that metaverse hype, dude. Mana and Sand and Atlas, those 3 are going to be making some filthy gains. And Expector, right? Those are the 4 type of metaverse plays right there. Expector, Mana, Sand, and Atlas. Atlas in the Solana ecosystem. Sand, you can just get on Coinbase. Mana, part of the Ethereum ecosystem, but you can get on Coinbase as well. And then Expector in the XRPL ecosystem. These are the 4 major metaverse plays. Metaverse hype is going to come back around. No doubt about it. We got Quentin Miller in the house, always watching. Appreciate that. Appreciate a Green Giant coming on in. Appreciate the Blue Ninjas coming on in. Appreciate everybody here, man. Always grateful. You guys are amazing. Shout out for the support as always. We go to Sara, the Pulsara token. Sara token at 002, right? Sara token at 002. Maybe the title of the video is what is throwing people off here, right? Maybe that's what's stopping the viewership here, because maybe I should just go back to the crypto live chat and then just listing a bunch of cryptos on there. That way the viewership can be better. Maybe that's the format to go with. If anybody's got any advice, I'd appreciate to hear it. But yeah, Pulsara token connected with Sologenic and Corium. This crypto, we don't know what a bull cycle looks like, and nobody's really investing in this digital asset, right? Nobody talks about Pulsara or Sara. It's the blue to the red and green that Sologenic and Corium are. Pulsara has some, they wouldn't be airdropping this to Sologenic and Corium holders if they didn't see Sara being part of the triumvirate that is, Sologenic, Corium, and Sara right here. So at 002, less than a billion supply, I believe, right? Less than a billion supply for Sara. So we can do some damage at 002 here, right? On Sara. We go to 2 cents. We 10x, man, right? We go to same thing with SGB, man. We go to 2 cents. We've 10x, right? I'll take a 10x during a bull cycle. I don't know about you guys, right? Everybody's trying to go for the 1000x or 100x, right? I'll take some 10x's. I'll take some 10x's off some Tradle cryptos, right? We got IOTX at 008, right? IOTX not looking too bad here either, guys. IOTX, Internet of Sensors, Internet of Things, right? What's the symbol for Sara? It's a blue symbol that kind of looks like what my hand shape right here is, like a little diamond with a little diamond, with a big diamond and a little diamond. It's connected together, right? Kind of looks like a little arrow. The ticker is SARA, and it's called Pulsara, but the ticker is SARA at 002. I think you could stake this one too, if I'm not mistaken. OB, I understand that you're gray asking a question. Next time it's 99 cents for any questions that are from grays or blue wrenches, but I understand you wanted some clarity on that, so we'll save you the money, my dude. But just next time, I'm not trying to, sorry. I understand there was some confusion there. I should have just been more emphasizing and giving more description, so that's why it's okay to answer that question from a gray. But I appreciate you, man, and I know you support the channel very frequently. You're on your way to getting a blue wrench without a doubt, my dude. Love the Pulsara DAX. There we go. Yeah, man. So, and I think could you stake Corium through the Pulsara DEX or stake Sologenic through it, AM Wood? Do you know? OB, I got you, G. Hey, man, no worries. Sometimes I slip up on that as well. And, I think the clarification is necessary. So it was a good question. Nonetheless, so I appreciate it. We got DAG, right? Constellation, can provide decentralized recovery, is going to enhance blockchains, man. This thing is the OG layer 0 crypto that is part of the decentralized recovery alliance with some powerhouses that are like XRP, HBAR, Algorand, ADA, Blue Rose, right? The Rose token, Oasis, BSL, dude, BSL now moving on to their DAO, right? Growing their DAO, right? So good to see BSL doing some things as well. Bank Social just continues to grow, continuing to expand. I'm excited to see what a freaking bull cycle is going to do for this HBAR ecosystem, man, because there's some pretty good quality projects in there that are going to do some things. We got Corium at 5 cents, right? In the deep red still. Corium at 5 cents is still a tremendous value, you guys. Look how small that supply is. Right? We can do some damage to that supply. We can make it work for us. We can stake and just wait for when Sologenic, Corium, and Sara just start making filthy gains. They have random days where they just freaking start booming, right? We've seen it in their history where they just get 20% in a day, right? 30% in a day, right? So we'll continue accumulating while they're just bubbling on up, right? Or they're freaking in the deep reds here. We got measurable data token, also part of the sensor economy right here. Measurable data token with working sensors, with working applications at a penny, right? At a penny right now for measurable data token, 1 billion supply. Very easy to get a handful of these. Very easy to get a whole numbers of these and just wait and see what ends up happening, right? The scarcity of these assets. This is why I like chipping away with $5 at a time and picking my crypto of choice, right? And adding on to the stacks. Right? We're getting whole numbers, you guys, of supplies that are very relatively low. On average, you got what? Yeah, you get 10 billion supply, but the price is like what? Pennies or sub pennies for 10 billion supply cryptos, right? At billion supply cryptos, they're at a penny or even sub penny for some of these, right? And then at the million supply cryptos, you get them in the dollars, dude. We get whole numbers of these cryptos that their scarcity is going to matter in the future. Speculation will continue to grow. We're going to have a massive speculative cycle, possibly the last massive speculative cycle that is going to lead to the kind of crypto, pop, right? Like the dot-com bubble pop. But then we're going to have the infrastructure coming on in. We're going to have the utility coming on in, right? People who were investing in telecom stocks, right? Or, internet type of stocks, internet infrastructure stocks before the internet was a thing, boomed, right? But then after the internet was established, you didn't have that much volatility. You didn't have the crazy, the Wild West-ish type of volatility, right? It was more consistent, more steady, right? That's what we're going to have here with some of these cryptos when we go into the utility era, right? They're going to be, when we go into utility and their prices are set, right? And they need to be high prices, right? For the infrastructure cryptos, they need to be high prices so they can the amount of limit the amount of volatility and also increase the amount of security for the freaking project, right? Shout out to Sam jumping on in that faux DeFi. Dude, I'm just accumulating tons of faux, man. They don't know what they're doing, man. They don't know what they're freaking doing, giving us opportunities of faux, so cheap in XLM ecosystem, so cheap, getting Dogstar, right? Just accumulating Dogstar, right? Or converting the Dogstar into blue bricks, right? Already getting SHX DeFi by just doing liquidity pools of Dogstar. You get paid out hourly, right? You get paid out hourly. We can convert it into blue bricks. We can convert it into faux. We can convert it into XLM. We can convert it into Aqua. We can convert it into Velo. We can convert it into anything we want, into Afrium. I mean, dude, I just kind of like do the liquidity pools on faux and Dogstar, and then just kind of act like they're like that money's just gone, right? I'm just like, that money's just never going to come back in my pocket. But anything that I'm getting out from them, right? Any of the payouts that I'm getting, I'm converting them into, these become my little passive income engines, right? Where they're giving me blue bricks without me having to spend my real money on blue bricks. I'm able to get blue bricks daily. I'm able to get XLM daily. I'm able to get, Aqua daily, right? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. FPS 420. Shout out to you, my man. Much love to all of y'all guys jumping on in. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers. If we can end this stream out with 20, likes, that would be great, guys. It would, at least boost my self-esteem here with thinking, oh man, 2 streams a day. It looks like there's not that much desire for it. We're only getting like 10 viewers per stream now. Maybe because I changed up the title of our video. Maybe that's why we don't have like as many viewers. Maybe I got to put it back to just having a bunch of cryptos listed on there. But anyways, much love to all of y'all. I appreciate the support. VeChain at a penny, supply chain king, sensors that are being utilized, UFC that utilizes them, Formula One that utilizes them, BMW, DNLV Group, unknown partnerships, NDAs, right? VeChain, dude, at a penny, one of the V's, right? We like V cryptos, Block V and VeChain, looking very interesting here at a penny. Don't mind accumulating and building up. You could stake this too. You can get VThor, right, for staking your VeChain and build up that VThor. VThor accrues value as well, right? So VeChain looking like it's still a tremendous opportunity, man. I miss the days of freaking 00's VeChain. I know some of y'all were around at that time as well, man. Dang, dude, missing the days of 00 VeChain. Dragon Chain, right? Dragon Chain at a penny right now. Dragon Chain was at 007. Hopefully we're accumulating in the deep reds there, but still at a 433 million supply. Dragon Chain still looking tremendous in value, right? So we're getting blue dragons. Dude, this thing was created at Disney and people sleep on it. It's so funny how people will speculate on literally the smallest things with some of these digital assets. But if it's created at Disney, oh, let's not even speculate in that direction. It's very weird, very strange. I don't get it. Very low supply, cap supply, 1 penny, get you hundreds of a 433 million supply, and you just enjoy the show. Just wait for the dragon to rise in the sun year. Let's go. Ortis Drain in the house. What's up, man? Salute to you, my dude. Salute to everybody. Guys, once again, we'll go over everything that we just went over on the stream. I appreciate everybody's support to jumping on in, especially if you guys are jumping in a little bit later. Grateful as always. We're about 10 minutes away from our hour right here. So we're going to do a second stream a little bit later today in the afternoon at around 4:30 p.m. PST. That should be 7:30 p.m. EST. So I'm grateful to anybody who was able to jump on in and support us. Does anybody know if the XRP boardroom is happening today? Maybe I jump in a little bit on that one as well. Hang out with the boardroom guys, hang out with Buster and Berserker as well. What time does the XRP boardroom start? Maybe I jump in and hang out with y'all there as well. Once again, thanks for hitting start earning Bitcoin on your EMBER app. If you guys don't have the EMBER app, we have the referral link below in the description below. We also have our wallets, right, that are listed there. We have a USDC base wallet. We have a XPX wallet for native XPX and Binance XPX, making sure to know which address you're sending it to. And then we have our Coinbase ID, and we also have our Ethereum address there. If anybody wants to donate coffee money to us, I am always grateful. Have a good day, everyone. Shout out to you. We're going to be going over all the parts right now once again. So we have in the past 7-day gains, and in the past 24 hours, we have SGB making 25% gains in the past 7 days. We have 17% gains in the past 24 hours for SGB. SGB at 002, man. Still, Flare still at around a penny or so, man. We can make some gains off of these cryptos, dude. SGB going to 2 cents gives us a 10x. Flare going to 10 cents gives us a 10x. I mean, damn. Dude, I'll take some easy 10Xs in this bull cycle if I can, right? We can make them stake for us. We can build up staking rewards, right? Flare is going to come out with more F assets. Flare is just getting started, right? Very excited to see where FLR is going to go in the fire year that we're going in right here. You can call it the flare year if you want. Solana is setting up for big things, man. I think Solana is going to be going to 1,000 plus in this bull cycle, without a doubt. So Solana enjoying being able to get whole numbers of Solana while we still can for cheap, right? It is an inflationary token, right? But damn, dude, the demand is over the top for Solana without a doubt. Morgan Stanley just recently announcing a Solana trust and a Bitcoin ETF. We have XPL at 33% gains in the past 7 days. XPL Plasma, man, not sleeping on this X crypto. We got XYO, the OGD pin project, at 32% gains in the past 7 days, 14% in the past 24 hours. And then the news of the day, we talked about Morgan Stanley, BTC ETF, and Solana Trust. We have a smart play platform from Lego. We talked a little bit about this yesterday. I got more details on it. So it's called the Smart Play platform, and it's going to include smart bricks, smart figurines, and smart tags, right, to help builders have more interactive builds, right? And it's probably going to continue to evolve as it moves forward, but get ready to just keep hearing, the word smart attached to everything. We've been talking about this already for months, right? Get ready to hear the word smart attached to everything, right? It's going to make smart technology it's going to be part of the sell to get people to, because everybody wants to always be up to date, wants to be modern, right? Wants to get the newest thing to show off to their friends and look like they're ahead of the game, right? Get ready to just hear smart attached to everything. Smart water, smart dry, right? I saw a hand dryer just the other day, right? That said smart dry, right? You're seeing everything with freaking smart. It's freaking absurd. Right? Then you got AMD AI PC processors, fast multitasking, and fast content creation. An emphasis on the content creation, guys. Everybody will become a content creator in the future. It's going to be a thing. You're going to have jobs being replaced, right? What are the jobs going to be moving towards? Content creation. What are these kids that are growing up right now very familiar with? Content creation, right? They're going to be moving towards wanting to be influencers, wanting to educate people through their phones or through content that they're making, right? Content creation is going to continue. Businesses have to create content to be relative, right? To be able to advertise. It's a new form. It's a massive advertising opportunity that they have to accept. They have to have Instagram accounts for their businesses. They have to have X accounts for their businesses, right? Content creation is not going to stop. It is just going to continue to boom. It's going to become a standard for making digital income, right? So content creation, this is very fascinating to see AI PC processors now and, motivating fast content creation. Then Vocci, BOCCI, AI smart rings, right? Smart rings, right? Smart watches, smart earphones, right? They're going to make everything smart, dude. So smart rings that can record and transcribe meetings, right? Not only just work meetings, but person-to-person meetings, man. You got to be careful around the person you're with because you have a little mic that is recording your freaking transaction that can transcribe it for you, right? Straight to the person's phone. Right? And see the whole conversation, revisit the whole conversation. But you said this and this and this. You said that and that and that. Right? Everybody's just surveilling each other. Dude, we don't need to worry about them surveilling us. We're surveilling each other. It's freaking crazy, man. We're all becoming the Agent Smiths. Right? What happens in the Matrix, right? Normal people turn into an Agent Smith. Right? This is what's happening with us. We're going to be part of that hive mind technology that whenever something a little bit off happens, we turn into an Agent Smith. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not using the latest tech. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're saying something offensive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like these type of critics that are going to be turning into Agent Smiths, man. We won't become Agent Smiths. We'll be Neos for sure. Everybody in this chat is a freaking Neo, without a doubt. Crypto is the future, holding strong, without a doubt, dude. Blockchain is the future. Crypto is the future. Crypto is scarce. This is our savings account. This is our, 401k. This is our, especially with the blue chip cryptos. We're going to be making some trades, without a doubt, during this bull cycle. Guys, we're 2 likes away from 20. If we can hit 20 likes on this live stream, I would be so grateful, you guys. It would help us out tremendously. I know I effed up with the title of this stream. Should have just made it a crypto title. I thought if I made it a little bit of a catchy tag, maybe more people would be coming on in. But hey, got to do it the normal way. Got to do it. Hey, we're trying whatever way we can to get more exposure to this channel, man. We want to give them no choice but to recognize, right? Hit that like button. I appreciate that. Ortis, shout out to you, my man. So yeah, Voci AI smart rings that can record and transcribe meetings. You got AI processors and motivating people to do faster content creation. Content creation is just going to continue, guys. It's going to just keep building up. Doing vlogs is going to be standard, right? People, what we're doing here will be something that's standard in the future, right? And even more so, people educating, DIY stuff, or, educating people of how to do things, right? Everything's just going to be through the phones. What do they want? You to be plugged in all the time. They want you to be covered with freaking devices, sensors, right? Eventually having artificial limbs, being cool with artificial limbs, right? Freaking insane, right? Neural implants, or little, a little dot that you just put on the side of your temple there, and you can see the internet right before your very eyes. Right? Just like NTT data shows. If you guys haven't seen our NTT data videos, they're on the pin. They're pinned at the top of our X, right? It's the first post that you'll see on our X, right? The awakening of the banking industry. Then we have the awakening of all the other industries below it in the comments section of that. Our X is G_DLT1. If you guys aren't following it, I appreciate it. Guys, going into the deep reds, we got XX Network at a penny. Osmosis Zone at 5 cents. We got W at 3 cents. We got Rose at a penny. We got Hash Pack at 007. EGLD, Multiverse X at $6.44. We got Sandbox, SAND. Metaverse is going to come back, man. If we're setting up some metaverse infrastructure right now, we are going to benefit, I think, massively, dude. Things like Sand, things like Mana, things like Atlas Token, Expector, those are the primary 4 metaverses that I'm looking at right now. Those are going to be, very, very exciting. By the way, XPX, the big star, has a metaverse called MetXR, right? MetXR, METXAR, right? Still usable. Still, it's a nice little sandbox playground to show that this technology can do multiple things, right? Sara at 002. Right? Pulsara with the Sologenic Corium ecosystem. SARA is the ticker at 002. We got IOTX at 008. Shout out to you, CT, coming in near the end yet again, man. But we'll do our late afternoon stream, and hopefully we see you there as well. We're just wrapping it up here with some deep reds. We got DAG at a penny. Constellation, dude. Constellation and its data integrity is second to none. They are doing things with AI agents. They're doing things with cybersecurity. They're being utilized by the Air Force, right? So DAG, Constellation, part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, allowing for recovery of assets, right? DAG is an undervalued project, and very much looking forward to seeing what it's going to do in the bull cycle and in the utility era. Constellation DAG at a penny. What a wonderful opportunity. How awesome for DAG to be recognized by XRP, Algorand, HBAR, and ADA, the founding members of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, and saying, yeah, we need some of this on our freaking alliance, right? How wonderful for it to recognize Rose. These cryptos you would have never thought had connections with XRP, HBAR, Algo, or ADA if it wasn't for the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. Game recognizes game. This is why Ripple was so excited to work with HBAR on this, right? Remember that interview with Lehman Beard and Brad Garlinghouse? And Brad Garlinghouse was so giddy to finally work with HBAR. That means HBAR is going to be massive, guys. That means Algorand is going to be doing some things, right? And to form this committee, to form this alliance, right? And then them recognizing others that are worthy, right? Things like DAG, things like Rose, things like BSL, the hash pack, right? Multiverse X, EGLD, everybody would have thought is completely dead. The sentiment would have been, is still super low. Most people still think this project is absolutely dead and irrelevant, right? But EGLD is getting recognized by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. EGLD is doing high throughput transactions that can go to the hundreds of thousands of transactions per second, right? EGLD is showing some really impressive technology here, and Game recognizes Game, man. That's why they're part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance and were brought on board, right? Then we got Corium at 5 cents, right? Corium and the Sologenic Sara ecosystem, Corium at 5 cents, very low supply, and we can stake that, build up those staking rewards, and make it work for us. Guys, thanks for hitting the like on the way in. We're 1 like away from 20. I appreciate that. That would be amazing if we can hit that for the stream. Then we have VeChain. Yeah, getting our popcorn ready, right? Right, Spencer? Without a doubt, dude. Getting our blue popcorn ready. We're going to be eating blue popcorn. Everything's going to be blue for us, man. I got a blue house with a blue and all. Blue is the color. Right? I'm wearing a blue shirt. We're going back to the future here, boys. We're going back to the future. Let's freaking go. Right? Are you guys blue as me? I don't think you guys are blue as me, man. I'm going to go see that movie Song Sung Blue with Hugh Jackman and what's her name? Right? I'm going to go see that freaking musical, man. Why not? It has blue in it. I'm going to go check it out. Anything that's blue is going to come across my eyes, man. Living in a blue world. We got measurable data token at a penny, right? Internet of sensors is going to be a thing. Measurable data has got working sensors, has been doing it for a while, and has been staying at a penny for as long as I can freaking remember. This thing has been going sideways. While everything else has been collapsing, while everything else has been booming, this thing has just stayed at a penny forever, right? VeChain, same type of thing, man. It's just been staying at a penny forever, right? Dragon Chain, same thing, staying at a penny forever. XX Network at a penny forever. DAG at a penny forever. Rose at a penny forever. Those are our 6 major penny cryptos right there. XX Network, Rose, DAG, MDT, VeChain, and Dragon Chain. Those are the penny cryptos. The 000 cryptos, there's only 2, Aqua and XPX. XPX is at 288 right now, 000-288, and then you got Aqua at 0005s. Guys, that is the Deep Reds. That is our stream. I'll see you guys in the later afternoon stream today. I appreciate your support. Once again, thanks for hitting start earning Bitcoin on your Ember app. And if you don't have the Ember app, we have the referral link down below that helps you earn extra Satoshis. We have our wallet addresses there, our Coinbase ID, Ethereum address, Base wallet address, you name it. We have an address for it in the description below. I appreciate any support and any donations to help us keep doing what we're doing here. We're trying to quit one of our jobs. We're trying to get into a studio to show you charts, to show you what we see, right? And, get better, just have better stream quality all in all. Once again, not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and so grateful the best community coming on in. And I'll see the best community later today at around 4:30 p.m. PST. We're going to put up the notification for the stream, and I certainly hope to see you guys there for our second stream of the day. Much love to all of y'all. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. And thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is decentralized recovery. Sorry. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. Thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eyes, and we keep it crypto. I'm going to keep trying if you guys keep trying. I'll see you guys in the Blue Castle. Much love. Adios.